What's up, everybody? I'm the BurningSkyCloud, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Hey, I said it right this time. Anywho, in the last episode, well, we began the final quest on, treasure chest. On the Lantern Right event.
Is this an answer from this world?
Nice. Well, first things first. Let me get back over there, cause... Yes. I'm just entering... Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, I didn't make it. Damn. Actually, hang on a minute. I can fix that. Why didn't I just think about doing that? Oh, wrong one. That's where I wanted to go. I wanted to come into Yilong Wharf the right way. Talk to people. Since I'm so far up here. Oh. I see now. That would have taken me this way anyway. Wow. Check that out. Alright, so since I'm here, I can start my conversations with people. From the planting, picking, and processing of tea to transportation and sale, how is the work distributed in such a complex chain of trade? Why are you researching all this? Ha! See? Now you're asking the right questions. I'm Savan, a researcher from the Academia Fahumana, and I'm currently studying the unique ecosystem of the tea trade in Shen Yuvel. I have to say, the reasoning behind the tea farmers, tea houses, the communications office, and other organizations' distribution of work is quite ingenious. To produce crops of the same quality and to do so at scale, it's necessary to study the proper division of labor. Huh, that's some interesting insight. You want to learn how to grow tea too? The important thing isn't the tea itself, but an organizational model capable of mass-producing high-quality cash crops, sustainability over long periods. I gotcha. Hey, what's up here? Is it just another which way to get around? Yeah. More or less. I think it just kind of loops. Building more watchtowers does more than eliminate security blind spots. It also improves the efficiency of coastal defenses. Watchtowers, coastal defenses. You're interested in military engineering too? I can see the righteous spark in your eyes. Perhaps you'll join our foreign aid unit or become a reliable ally of ours one day. In that case, allow me to give you a brief explanation. In short, we have a long coastline with complex terrain around Yilong Wharf, and there are many blind spots all across it. If more simple and low-cost watchtowers can be built, we will be able to control the border efficiently. Forget bandits. Even a ferocious hawk wouldn't be able to get through then. Of course, this assumes that we can figure our duty schedule first out. The way that some of these people word their sentences, If we perfect a sound tube transmission system while building the watchtowers and coastal defenses, we will be able to coordinate better. At that point, our first line of defense will be considerably resilient, and it can act as a severe deterrent to even the most formidable foes. What are you hoping to achieve? We are exploring the idea of cooperative engagement capability, separating units that receive intelligence from the units that launch the attack, which will give us an advantage. Stationary ballistae and blast launching mechanisms can be placed behind the bridge, out of the enemy's sight. While attacking, some units won't aim at our targets directly, instead observing from a forward position and constantly reporting on target positions, firing based on information received. As long as they keep correcting the trajectory, their projectiles will hit the target eventually. This way, we can use distance as our defense, especially when our numbers are very limited. This would be extremely effective against enemies whose attacks require direct line of sight, such as drone mechanisms. If our technology keeps advancing, we might be able to design mechanisms that can automatically correct the trajectory of arrows and shells to some extent. Add on observers who will provide correction data, and our efficiency will increase 100, even 1,000 times. Oh my god, you stop talking. At that point, no number of maroon mechanisms will make any difference. Oh, thank goodness. Is war going to break out? Not at all. It is our duty to prepare for rainy days and take precautions. We enjoy a good relationship with Fontaine, and we do not expect our relations to turn sour in the coming centuries. But according to historical data, our primary enemy has never been foreign nations, but something even more powerful. Our predecessors succeeded in stopping the huge threat from centuries ago, but no one can be certain that we will not face even greater foes one day. It would be too late to start preparing when danger is already at the door. That is why we must build our defenses based on the worst case scenario and the most mighty enemy possible. My goodness gracious. You can do it. I won't keep you any longer. I thank you for your support. It is our want to seek improvement while maintaining stability. I swear, if he started talking based just from that, I think I probably would have just thrown him in the water at that point, if it were possible. Well, I'm glad that I don't have to talk to every single person.
I'll keep this close.
It's gonna take me a little while to get to, level 29. Even longer to level 40. Yeah. 30. These fools just won't do what they're told. I'll need some more obedient dogs. Dogs? I don't think we know each other, friend. Leave. Nope. We're not talking. Ooh. Elevator. Well, it's a good thing I don't have to talk to most of you. I think I'd go crazy. Well, here I was hoping for a catch. Didn't think I'd get an unusual outsider instead of a fish. Why are you fishing here? Sorry, what? Speak up. I can't hear you. Never mind. I read your lips. And if I'm not wrong, you're wondering why I'm fishing by the waterfall. Just as everyone else who's asked. See the shallow area over there? Some unfortunate fish come plummeting off the waterfall, dying the moment they crash into the rocks. I feel bad for them, but I can't let them perish in vain either. So I cook them into delicious delicious dishes and eat them with gratitude. Thanks to them, I don't have to worry about food, nor do I have to catch other fish. If you look at the big picture, the number of fish that die in Chen Valley each day declines thanks to me. And that's a good deed, wouldn't you say? That's actually a smart way to catch fish. Just let them die on the rocks and then you can cook them up. I only catch fish that are destined to be baited, and I think of it as making friends. What a unique point of view. The water's too loud. I can't hear you at all. Let me guess. You think I'm strange, right? Now, I used to be a fisherman who didn't care about anything other than catching fish and making money. But several years ago, I heard about the legend about carpfish from Mr. Dillion at the tea house. The carp and the carp adeptus have been nothing but kind to everyone in Chenyuvel, but I might have hurt some of the carp when I was fishing. Oh yeah, Fujin. I didn't want to make that mistake again. But I don't have any other skills. I've got to do this to make ends meet. So if you see a special carp when you're fishing, please let them go. It will bring you good fortune. You're speaking too loudly. What? Louder, please. We who live near the lower Yilong Wharf are bombarded by the sound of the waterfall every day, so our hearing tends to not be that sharp. Stay safe while checking out the waterfall, you hear? The huge difference in height and the violent waters can crush even the most sturdy battleships, let alone an ordinary human. Well, not that you feel ordinary in the slightest, but best not to take the risk anyway. That was a strange looking pelican. Pop. Ha! Oh wow, I don't have to talk to you either. Wow. Let me explore some of Yilong Wharf here. Really good food doesn't need to be ranked. There's no need to feel inferior, but no place for arrogance either. True gourmet cuisine? It seems you were a fellow seeker and lover of the finest cuisine and daintiest of delicacies as well. I am Chan Ba-chan. I won't claim to be the best chef in Yilong Wharf, but I have never disrespected the original flavors of my ingredients and always cooked every dish with great care. Unfortunately, I do not cook often anymore, but these days I am more akin to a very picky wandering gourmand. Someone who's just busy in the kitchen all day has quite limited influence in the end. Thus, over the past few years, I've taken in a dozen or so students and taught them everything I know. Now, some of them have graduated. The owner of Liang Fang Dim Sum and the head chef for Jiu Louis Tea House were both my prized pupils. That's a hard word to say. You should try out their creations. May you find the offerings to your taste. Oh, thank you. Did you run into some kind of trouble? Thank you for the kind words, my friend. I'm not in trouble or anything. This is just something that's been on my mind. Yilong Wharf faces Lumidosh Harbor. Lumidoce Harbor, and so we receive a lot of merchants from Fontaine. In time, this place has become a melting pot of cultures and cuisines. Some chefs have never had Fontainian food, and praised it to the high heavens upon first taste and its novelty. Some chefs grew arrogant, on the other hand, when they saw that Fontainian diners loved Li Wei's food, so they started claiming that Li Wei has the best food anywhere. What do you think? From my perspective, neither is the right approach. You can substitute Fontainian cuisine for that which comes from other nations, and what I said would still stand. No two people have the same preferences, so there is no single dish that will earn the praise of every single person. It's the same as in literature. What's the point of fighting for the empty title of the best? As a chef, one should be humble when looking at new dishes, deconstructing them to learn the ingredients and the skills required to cook them. We should not blindly praise something that wasn't based on local ingredients. We're being intentionally conservative. Stalling progress thereby. Of course, those are just empty words. All I can do is point this out to my students, so they will always remember that there are chefs who strive to make better dishes. They should also communicate with their colleagues, learn new ideas, and doing away with bad ones. Oh my goodness.
It's pointless to argue about which is better.
Yin Fang. Tea eggs, tea cakes, refreshing snacks. Welcome to Liang Fang Dim Sum. Simple and convenient specialty foods that you can even enjoy on board a ship. Now you take a look at the menu. Choose anything you like. Wow. I'm I'm gonna get a whole lot more. More recipes. That's amazing. Why do you emphasize simple and convenient? Oh, it's a long story. Shenyu Vale has a leisurely and elegant atmosphere. We locals are used to sitting by the water, brewing a pot of tea with 2 saucers of beans and 2 main dishes between us. We drink, chat, and enjoy the view, and at the height of our enjoyment, we recite and compose poems. Ah, such freedom. They say a gorgeous view complements delicious food, and in such an environment, the tea in one's cup and the food on one's plate becomes exceptionally intoxicating. Many traditional dishes in Shenyu Vale were prepared with that in mind. But at the end of the day, Yilong Wharf is a commercial port, and foreign visitors wouldn't understand even if we told them. The people coming and going through here are only focused on getting their work done quickly and making a killing, so they need working meals that can be finished quickly. I've made appropriate improvements to our traditional dishes to satisfy their needs. Once they fall for our local cuisine, I'll guide them toward calming down and enjoying a proper meal in an appropriate environment. In this way, we can adapt to the trend of commercialization while promoting our traditional cuisine. Interesting. You won't get seasick eating on board? That's exactly it. Chef Bajan has improved our cuisine by adding a variety of supplemental ingredients while maintaining the dish's original taste. These supplemental ingredients greatly alleviate the symptoms of seasickness experienced by our diners, so they naturally feel better. Some repeat customers even pay us a special visit before boarding to purchase some refreshments. They say that even the worst winds and waves are nothing to fear while they have our victuals in hand. It's great, right? And what do you have to say? Oh, nothing? Yay! Nothing out of the ordinary. Well, it's great to see. Oh, Sunrow. If you'd like to see the magnificent sights of Shenyu Vale by raft, please wait here a moment.
Fresh bamboo for this.
Ores made from new bamboo feel better. Would you like to go to Xiang Village by raft? Bamboo? Ores? Ores are made from new or old bamboo based on each ferryman's preference. Strictly speaking, old and new bamboo come from Xising Village have the same strength so long as they're cut at the right time and processed the right way. But every ferryman's hands are different, so they make different choices. The ferryman who taught me to sing said that it's just like tea, where the same leaves have different flavors after being processed by different tea makers. Some of us are accustomed to using ores made out of new bamboo, and some are accustomed to using ores made out of old bamboo. We each have our unique boating rhythm and hum melodies in unique ways. Folk song? Every boatman in Shenyu Vale will hum songs while sailing, and these songs are passed down to the young from the old. Nobody knows who composed these songs many years ago, but they have been subtly engraved into the memories of most locals. The line that touched me the most is, "Sun and earth from each other divide, the eternal whirlpool that never churns, the beautiful jade concealed within."
Need some fresh bamboo for this.
Xising Village. Yo. That's a far way away. I won't need that. Where does that take me? Well, let me see here. Alright, no one else. Got it. What the heck are you? Nice. The qualities of the soil and water, its specific composition, all of this is worth careful study. And you are... Hello there, I'm Liu, a hydrologist, a hydrologist, hydrologist. Why can't I say it? Hydrologist. Working for the Ministry of Civil Affairs, and currently conducting a routine survey of Chenyuval's hydrological and pedological conditions. Looking at you, you wouldn't happen to be an adventurer, would you? Excellent. Perfect. Perhaps we'll get a chance to work together. Nah. Maybe not. You seem to be studying something very profound. It may sound profound, but if we're talking about the basic principles, it's more like analyzing the various ingredients and seasoning of a dish. The most difficult part of this job is obtaining samples and determining effective components, both of which require highly specialized equipment to complete. Sometimes, I even use consumable devices from Fontaine in addition to my equipment from Leeway. If you carefully calculate the costs, this work is a pretty expensive undertaking. Without an appropriate organization allocating funds, without an appropriate organization of allocating funds, most people couldn't handle all the required outlays. Even researchers sent by the academia probably can't cover all of the expenses, so just trying to transplant tea trees from Chenyuval to Sumeru is a fool's errand. As far as the Ministry of Civil Affairs is concerned, if we can completely understand the composition of the soil and determine the essential components critical for commercial crops, then it will be easy to pump up production of our biggest cash crops. Yeah, when I think about it that way, my work is pretty awesome. Oy vey. Y'all love talking. That is something. But hey, I wouldn't mind living right by that waterfall. I think the sounds would put me to sleep, if anything. I'm gonna get plenty of it. Yeah, I don't care. Alright, thank goodness. Pretty cool. I wonder what's up here. A lot of stuff. And a treasure chest. I'm glad I don't have to talk to everybody.
I'll keep this close.
Didn't let me talk to him. Thank you! Jeez Louise, there's so many places to go to. I can't even begin. Oh! So I'm like in the middle town then. Oh, I didn't know. Oh! Golden Retriever! Goodogi! Vert Jr. So many businesses, so much potential. All they lack is a guy to help build up their brand image. And you are... Hello there, my friendly and passionate friend. I'm Vert Jr., and I hail from Quartier Leonias in the Court of Fontaine, where I'm really known as Petit Vert. After arriving at Yilong Wharf, my friends in Leeway nicknamed me Vert Jr., based on my name's meaning. Vert, or green, is the color of tea leaves. So far, it's made the locals more affable toward me and helped build my personal brand. And in the long term, I'll be having an extended stay in Yilong Wharf to carefully study and promote the local cuisine. Hmm. Why don't I call my first travel guide Mertz Vouchsafes? A tourism guidebook? My sister Rogue and I have dedicated ourselves to the discovery of sites worth visiting and cuisine worth tasting. Gorgeous views and delicious food are treasures that belong to everyone in Tevat. Every tourist should seize the opportunity to enjoy them. But non-frequent visitors must inquire about the scenic spots and cuisine from scratch. What a bother. It would probably take them years, just like it's taken me. Just think, how convenient would things be if we had one, or even several detailed comprehensive guides to refer to. That's exactly why my sister and I have decided to explore every settlement in Tevat. We'll create that very series of travel guides for the sake of all tourists. Things have been going very smoothly, and we only encountered a small hiccup along the way. Problem being that my sister found herself unused to the food outside of Fontaine, so we had to switch jobs. Now, her rogue's registry will be a record of scenic attractions, while my bird's vouchsafes will be about cuisine. Brand image? What do you think? It's your first time hearing this term, I'll bet. My older sister Rogue and I are both representatives of this profession. We still haven't made a name for ourselves in the court of Fontaine, sure, but many stores have sought out our help. We offer comprehensive assistance to stores to improve their public brand, including, but not limited to, advertisements, new columns, short videos, large-scale events, etc. For many stores, their excellent service is not reflected in their reputation. However, through the publicity we offer, we will bring their repute up to par with their ability. According to the information we've collected, some restaurants in Leeway are suffering from this issue. Most restaurants here offer delicious cuisine at reasonable prices, so they rarely have any competitors in the same price range. Residents only need to spend a small amount of more to enjoy a sumptuous feast. However, more high-end food and beverage brands are needed. After all, even chefs require the support of a brand image. If all restaurants operated on a small scale, the culinary profession would be seen as tons of work for little money. Few would be willing to take up the culinary arts. If this profession is to have a future, we'll also need outfits that target the wealthy, earn big, and pay chefs handsomely. This high-low combination will allow the general public to enjoy delicious food without worry. It would also be respectable to be a chef, and you'd be paid proportionately to your skills. Maybe I can help improve the situation. I'll need to get a better understanding of Leeway's food industry first, though. Best to start our research from Yilong Wharf before gradually expanding outward. Oh my goodness, you people in your conversations. Nothing over here. Get off the wall. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's the Wharf place. Well, and here we are. Whatever, I don't know. I just got interrupted. Though I don't understand it in the least, I still think it's amazing. Just watching her stand there singing, or sing while walking around, or sing while sitting, and then sing while she lifts her hand and slowly lets it fall, all the while ceaselessly singing. I really don't know just what kind of magical powers the old lady has. Babbling, chanting, singing, and reciting, and crying. Singing and reciting, reciting and crying. I haven't got a clue what she's saying, but it's amazing. Little Meow, Little Mao, can you understand? Haha, that's just how opera singing is. And weren't there fight scenes later? There was that old dude who could do 88 flips and tricks. Riveting stuff. Yeah, it's great. It's just a shame that I don't understand a thing. A whole bunch of people fighting and jumping all over the place. All super flashy and such. One on one. Several all fighting each other 5 or 6 taking turns. It's just almost addictive. Hello! We're looking for a technician from Fontaine. Chef Luo and Grandpa Lou said, what name did they give us again? Oat Moon Tanyi. Oh, right, the other quest. Haha. Yep, sounds like Grandpa Lou sent you all right. Just call me Montagne. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Haha, I'm the young master of the Feiyon Commerce Guild. I am but one who comes to the aid of the oppressed in their moment of need, a disciple of the Gua. Oh, I think it was this one. Alright, that's quite enough acting. Are you alright, Skoy, the boy? I regret making this name. Well, you chose it. Yep, our young master is... Wait, that's not right. He's Skoy the boy, and Paimon's Paimon. Anyway, it was Grandpa Lou who sent us looking for you. Mr. Skoy the boy? Miss Paimon, hello. I'm Little Mao, a friend of Mountain's. Yes, that's what my name means. Hardeman Tagne can be a bit hard to pronounce, so I asked Little Mao to just call me that. Really? Quite the interesting pair. How did you two meet? It was quite fortuitous. Last year, I went to the mountains in the south for a spell and got lost in the fog. A huge beast the size of a cow, and at the end, Lewis was glaring at me, and I thought I was done for. But just then, a little kid suddenly shouted at me. Sorry. I followed the sound through the mist and got out, and was saved. Otherwise, I would have been eaten, just like that. And my family in Fontaine wouldn't even have been able to claim composition on my account. I know more about what goes on in the mountains than the grown-ups. Is that so? You're amazing, Little Mao. We're here about the tea cauldron in Chaoyang Village. Alright, got it. I'll be there in a jiffy. All the shows here are just too good. I ended up watching several, one right after the other, and now my legs have fallen asleep. But I just can't understand a word. What sorts of stories are they telling? It's about how way back when a huge carpet and monster from the mountains fought. A you kill me, I kill you story. In the end, everyone dies. That's a pretty concise summary. But don't talk about killing and dying so much, Little Mao. If you think about that kind of stuff too often, you might become the villain when you grow up. Since those in Yilong Village are waiting on me, it's time to go. See you all later. Let's go watch the shows here again when you're about to head back to Fontaine. Okay. Okay, now that we've solved the puzzle, we can get back to business. Little Mao, how about you? What are you two going to do? To be honest, we're not quite sure how to explain it. The water and soil in Chenyu Valley are kinda out of whack, and we need to cure them for everything in Chenyu Valley to get better. I get it. Miss Paimon is trying to say that we need to restore nature? Hey, that's right. You're really amazing, Little Mao. You got it right away. Restoring nature, you say. Did someone talk to you about that? That's right. A friend who's always taken care of me told me. She wants to restore nature too. If we restore nature, everything will get better. So I want to help too. She also told me about you two. Oh? So you've seen her too? Huh? You mean my friend? Of course. Silly Miss Paimon. How could we be friends if I've never seen her? Fair point. That makes things easier. Actually, we want to... Paimon remembers we need to find the great treasures in the water, and then there's some rain change right. But even though we've come upstream, we still haven't found any clues. I know. Come with me. I'll show you where to look. What? Is it really that easy? Little Mao, your friend wants to restore nature, right? Yeah, she told me such as stories from before Jiaoying Village became Jiaoying Village, how the tea trees came to be, and more. She said that things will get worse and worse in Chen Yubao if the natural order isn't restored. Oh, looks like we're on the same page then. Little Mao, you just said you knew where we could find leads, right? Yeah, I don't know if it will help, but when you mentioned Jade Treasures and Ray Jade and stuff, I just thought of it. Come with me. Yep, let's go! Well, looks like I got 2 quests here to work on. Alright, so I'm back where I initially started. Well, it's a good thing there's no one else around here. Fangju. Welcome to Heze Post. This is where the communications office conducts its business at Yilong Wharf. What can I do for you? What do you guys do here? The registration of people and goods entering and exiting, the inspection, and if needed, the quarantine of the above, applications for delivery within Liwei's borders, and ad hoc goods storage. Those are our 4 main tasks. Usually, outlanders who wish to do business in Liwei and who arrive at Yilong Wharf will come here to register their personal information. Oops, why did I say that in a pause? Our staff will then inspect and disinfect their goods. If you wish to transport goods to other locations within Liwei's borders, this is where you register. We will also evaluate the total quantity of goods and distances to destinations, and the manifests will be sent to transport units or partners at the Secure Transport Agency, after which secondary departments will do the actual transportation. If you have not yet planned a final delivery destination, you can also register here to have them stored temporarily in one of our warehouses. Of course, all this assumes you already have a formal business port permit. If you need one, we can also serve as a proxy to help you apply for it. Of course, that would be a bit less efficient than doing it in Liwei Harbor. The communications office? If you want to better understand our duties, it might be best to consult the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I am just a lowly staff member, after all. To the best of my knowledge, our office is mainly responsible for transportation in Liwei. We are also involved where appropriate with related construction and road management, which is why we have a rather large number of staff. Good road networks, bridges, waterways, and docks are critical to transporting goods to various locations in Liwei, after all. Regardless of whether you're interested in traveling with a caravan or have some talent in architecture, you're welcome to consider becoming an employee. And like me, enjoy the nice, stable, peaceful life of an employee here in the office. It's not bad. Of course, the office also conducts monthly performance evaluations to discourage negligence. So if you want to keep working here, you'll have to constantly improve yourself. Duly noted. Thankfully, I'm not working here, so bye. Now that was funny. Oh, I guess nothing. And I'll just go right back up. Golly, all this talking is really exhausting me. Alright. I got a whole town to look at. I already got some people I already spoke to. I wish there were fewer steps. I really want to get them to our customers quickly. Steps? The elevation differences in Yilong Wharf are too great, and the water-powered lift is only used to transport large items. It doesn't run often either. Sometimes we just have to take the stairs when we get a job that needs delivering quickly. The paths between the upper and lower wharf are designed to be long and winding. Stops them from being steep. That's extra work for us. I heard that the communications office is planning on building several small lifts. That will improve the situation, no doubt about it. Our delivery timetables too tight? But we don't really have a say in this, and neither do our customers. Accidents on the job are very common, and we're often delayed by all kinds of things. Sometimes we're several days late, and if we were delivering precious ingredients, they'd be spoiled by then. We don't like to see it happen either, so we can only deliver as quickly as possible. But can you pin the blame on our follow-up guards? No, you can't. Some jobs require traveling very long distances, across places that may not be safe. You don't say. You've got this. Right, I'll just suck it up. I can take a few more jobs. They could improve their means of business. Frizzland. No matter how many times I make the journey, it always feels so far to me. In a few years, I fear my body won't be able to endure it. Are you alright? Thank you for your concern. I can still manage for now. I'm merely venting because of my sore legs. If you think about it, the transportation distance is quite reasonable when you purchase commodities in bulk from Yilong Wharf right now. You transport the goods from Yilong Wharf to the docks southeast of Xiaoyun Village, follow the waterway to Wangshu Inn before transferring to Liyue Harbor, then load a ship bound for Dorman Port. Direct land transportation through the Stone Gate is an option too, but it requires hiring too many carts. That's a hassle to manage, so water transportation is more convenient in the end. I heard some amateur merchant from Mondstadt once transported goods by land the whole way through. What a bad man. Just how long would it have taken him? How many dangerous areas did he have to pass through? Can you introduce yourself real quick? Your presence? I'm sure of it. You're a big boss here on business, aren't you? Nice to meet you. I'm Frizzland, a tea merchant from Mondstadt, and I specialize in affordable tea leaves. Tea leaves from Yilong Wharf are really popular. Each time I get back to Mondstadt, I sell out within 2 months. As such, I'm considering purchasing some high-end tea leaves. That way, the customers get to enjoy them slowly, and I get to improve my profit margins. Anyway, I'm a regular here. Same seat, same tea. If you're planning to start a business in Mondstadt, you're welcome to work with me. Thanks, but I'd rather travel.
Please, take a seat and enjoy a nice...
Please follow me. We have seats over here. Would you like to enjoy some tea while listening to the performance, or would you prefer a work meal? What kinds of tea are there? Our tea house proudly offers both a single origin Yalwan tea and Sunglow tea that Chen Yuval is renowned for in every available grading. We also have the Jianhing Boa, Yunlai white tea, and Bishui green tea, which are popular in Liyue Harbor, all at export quality. Work meal? Oh, forgive me. According to Miss Vert Jr.'s suggestion, a more elegant name for it would be a simple meal. Indeed, it's a simple meal for those coming and going on business. Of course, we serve regular lunch and dinner as well. However, we usually don't serve them in our outdoor dining area. These tables are usually reserved for guests to sip while listening. These tables are usually reserved for guests to sip tea while listening to performances and stories. Our tea house's indoor dining area, private seats, and private rooms are temporarily under renovation. Please do give us a visit once those renovations are complete. For sure. There are many intricacies to drinking tea. Clear your mind, take a sip of tea, and sense the whispers within your drink. This is the attitude all tea lovers should have. How incredibly sophisticated. It's just a habit. Tea tasting habits differ among tea lovers from place to place. Fontanians prefer sipping tea while watching a play or film, and some even add milk and spices. Most of them treat tea as a common beverage, no different from coffee or alcohol. But in my opinion, tea tasting for the residents of Chen Yuval revolves around the concept of peace and exploration. Yes, peacefully exploring the tea's original flavor. Tea tasting seems closer to a ritual people practice after a busy day to relieve themselves of the bustle and clear their minds. Is it really that serious? Hmm, perhaps my words were too formal and caused you confusion. Tasting tea is itself, tasting tea is itself a relaxing experience. No need for baths and change into clothes and burning incense and all that performative posing and etiquette. Just sit back and enjoy. I hope that you too will discover inner peace while sipping tea. What other insights and wisdom can you share? Please enlighten me. We merely met by chance and had a short conversation, so politeness isn't necessary. Tea tasting comes later, and tea preparation comes first. If we do plan to go into it, then we must discuss tea preparation first, and the specifics of it depend on the type of tea. Oh my goodness, can we not? I did this. For example, Yilong white tea is shaped like a silver needle and should not be brewed with boiling water. The water must be allowed to cool until it's at 70% of its boiling temperature. First, wet the tea with some hot water, then pour an appropriate amount of water into the pot. Wait patiently for 10 minutes until the tea turns a light amber hue. Only then should you take a sip. The brewing steps are reversed for Bishui green tea. It requires pouring the water first, then the tea leaves. In single origin Yalwan tea, one of the teas Chen Yubao is famous for, requires brewing at high temperatures. Boiling water must be used after letting it stand for a short moment. Besides that, single origin Yalwan tea should be prepared with small teapots and teacups, and every pot must not be filled with too much water. I fear that the details cannot be captured with so few words. Fortunately for you, I heeded Mr. Fresland's advice and made the artisans of my tea house co-write a book on tea preparation and tasting. If you would like to delve deeper into the various teas and their intricacies, you can consider waiting until the book is finished. I'm certain a careful read of it will enlighten you. I will be back to hear a detailed explanation from you. Well then, until we meet again.
I'll keep this close.
There we go.
When drinking tea, one should seek to be
There we go.
Leeway's tea is certainly delicious, but it takes too much work.
Leeway tea is great, but it's hard to brew and that's a headache for those who just want a quick drink. Have any suggestions? Ha! I have an idea. We'll break the leaves up into smaller pieces, then put them in a cloth or paper bag. And when you want tea, you can just put the bag in a cup and add water. You can even separate the tea leaves and the tea immediately after making it. Not bad, right? Once I return to Fontaine after this deal, I'm going to put my invention into production right away. People in my line of work always have a lot of ideas, but I can't let them have this one. Does this count as drinking tea? Frankly speaking, this may not be the best way for those who are serious about tea. After all, the cloth and the paper bags will carry the flavor all their own, which might affect the flavor of the tea in turn. Grinding the tea leaves too finely might also have an impact on the flavor. We'll just have to keep trying to improve the paper or the cloth bags to minimize the aforementioned influence they may have. Speed really isn't the goal when drinking tea, is it? I've been doing business in Yilong Wharf for a decade, and I realized something. Not everyone knows how to appreciate tea. Some are in particular about the flavor. It's unrealistic to ask them to spend a ton of time studying how to properly make the stuff. They'd find the step you need to wash the residue troublesome alone, to say nothing of the whole process. My tea bags are only for those who are looking for a quick cup. The traditionalists can still make tea the old-fashioned way. No one will be hurt. Oh, thank you for that insight. Baishu. You're Baishu! May everyone enjoy good health, booming businesses, rewarding careers, wealth, and success. Truly refined. May wealth find you too. Thank you. Judging by your appearance, you must be a noble. Maybe one who's achieved extreme wealth a long time ago. If you ever decide to expand in Yilong Wharf, you can count on me to help with anything you may need. You are... I'm Baiju, the owner of Jiolue Tea House. Many of the nearby inns are under my name as well. Rest assured, you can leave your food and accommodation in Yilong Wharf to my staff. Your business is really prospering. You're too kind. I was merely lucky to ride the wave of industrial upgrading. Once upon a time, I was a very ordinary tea farmer who grew mediocre tea. It's all thanks to the inspiration I received from Master Yilong that my fortunes took a drastic change for the better. When the primary tea-making equipment in Chenyu Vale was being upgraded from classic tea cauldrons to machinery, I caught wind and took advantage of that early adoption to accumulate a substantial amount of funds. I started a tea house with those funds and soon expanded to inns and restaurants. After visiting my tea houses, restaurants, and inns, foreign guests often purchased some tea leaves to try back at home or as a gift. I failed to be an outstanding tea farmer, but I fully intend to provide financial support and publicity to my former colleagues. I'm quite satisfied where my career's gone now, so my next goal is to help more business people. Just like Master Yuan. I have no idea what that word is. What his name is.
I wish all our customers good health and a thriving business.
Oh yeah, give me more. Where am I going? Doggo. Oh! Well, I definitely made it. Well, let me see what's upstairs. Oh, my goodness. The tube adjustments are complete. Let me check the time of the next shift to hand off again. The next shift handoff? This is confidential information concerning the Millilith defenses, and I'm not at liberty to discuss this. Still, I do sense that you're as extraordinary as you are upright. You must be someone truly great. Would you be interested in joining one of our Millilith support units and contributing to the safety and prosperity of Leeway? You can see a person's spirit. It would be an exaggeration to use the word see. Sensing is more like it. After all, I'm from the military. I've dealt with plenty of opponents before. Some were excellent assassins who were good at concealing themselves, not showing their weapons until the very last moment. I exposed their disguises through the extraordinary presences they had, which they could not quite hide. And when I fought the ones that could conceal themselves that way, I just had to do my best to block their attacks. Still, I tried to avoid being on the back foot as much as possible. Anyway, learning to sense these auras is a valuable defensive skill, and the sharper your senses are, the better. Ah, you don't say. What's up? Sorry to bother you. No worries. Stay safe at night and keep away from unfamiliar places. Oh, this is something different. The shift handoff timings have been confirmed, and the new crash course and training programs are more or less finished too. Oh. Well, I guess his dialogue is stuck now. Oopsie.
Let me check the time of the handoff again.
Kinda cool to see roofs of other houses. Glad I don't have to talk to anybody else. At least yet, anyway. There's gonna be someone I come across too eventually. My, I keep going and going. Where's this way lead me? Ooh. Oh, it leads me right back up here. Yeah. Cool. Fly down. Oh, wait, what? Oh! Oh, That's how I do it. There we go. Oh, yay!
Is this an answer from this world?
Where am I going? Why am I all the way out here for? I don't need to be out here. Oh. I'll just mosey on through. I wonder if there's a way up. Quite possibly. And I think I just got it. There we go, got it. Barely made it.
Is this an answer from this world?
Whoa. Audio cut out there for a second. Alright, back down I go. I checked pretty much everywhere here. Yep, I've been in here. Let me get off this wall. And back on to wherever I'm going. I think that just takes me right back up. I think I was here. Yeah. So then I don't need to worry about that. So then I'm just gonna mosey on forward. And I've circled.
Hello, dear guests. Is there any work that you need done?
I wonder. Anyone over here that needs talking to? Oh yeah, him again. Do you need some assistance? We bill by the hour, but prices are negotiable. We can support a large number of city guards. What do casual laborers do? We specialize in packaging and sealing loose goods, and in the handling of luggage and large cargo, efficiently guaranteed. Some foreign visitors don't know how to properly pack their tea leaves and jadeware into their luggage, resulting in damage during transportation. Or they are unfamiliar with the roads of Yilong Wharf and choose the wrong path, resulting in them finding stairs in their way and exhausting themselves. By hiring help like us in advance, you'll avoid lots of trouble. Sounds really tough. It's alright. Compared to the guys working as long-distance escorts, we're just moving goods within the city. The work is much less intense, and it's safer too. Of course, some of us aren't official guard material yet, so they're trying to work their way up. The journey from Liyue Harbor to Yilong Wharf is a great ordeal for guards, and you'll never make it without some skill. Why do you pay by the hour? Oh, because it's our part-time job. Our primary job is to assist the guys in the secure transport agencies with the unpacking and distribution of long-distance shipments. However, there aren't that many such long-distance shipments. Since we have nothing else to do between them, why not do some odd jobs and help some foreign visitors? Everyone knows when the next long-distance shipment will be arriving, so our work schedule is quite flexible if we only accept a few hours of work at any one time. Not too bad. Oh, I already went over here. And I think this just leads all the way back up. Yeah. I'm trying to look every which way I can go. Whoops, wait again. Stop falling in the river, or the pond, or whatever it's called. Let me see what's up here. I think it just takes me right back around. Yep. Nothing of interest back here. Always gotta make sure that there is a treasure chest hiding around. Oh. Another Kwong. Huh, that's so fascinating. Shinyu Vale is like so unlike Leeway Harbor. Run into anything fun? In a lot of ways. For example, there are absolutely huge goats in the village to the south, 10 times larger than the goats in any book. While floating over on a bamboo raft, I saw a jade ornament the size of a mountain. A jade ring? A jade pendant? What was it again? Whatever. Forget it. I'll figure it out one day. A girl fishing by the waterfall said there's a type of carp in Shinyu Vale that bestows good luck upon those who see it. I want to find one. The most interesting is the Wushu dance that Dityuk and his friends are doing. They're like big cats with painted faces nimbly jumping up and down. Anyway, everything here is so novel. So many things I've never seen or heard of before. Yeah. Play safe, you hear? It's fine. Shinyu Vale is huge, so there are so many places where I can play. My parents wouldn't let me leave the city when we lived in Leeway Harbor, so I was limited to playing by the entrance or at the docks. But there were too many people in both those places. I kept running into people all the time. Sometimes there would be groups of people moving things at the docks, and that put me at risk of being struck by something. Yilong Wharf is much better. Oh, it may be small, but it has just the right amount of people, so I can play to my heart's content. Well, you go play your heart out, kid. Bulletin board. This is the Sword and Strongbox Secure Transport Agency bulletin board. You can find notices and messages from passerby posted here. Continue reading. Hello, I'm truly sorry for bothering all of you during these busy times, but I, Wakamatsu, have been obsessed with the martial arts of Leeway for a long time now, and would like to train under the waterfalls like the warriors of old, so that I can comprehend the ultimate martial arts. If you are willing, I kindly implore you to teach me the secret arts trained under the waterfalls. I thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart, with great respect. Haha, this friendly foreigner seems to be under a bit of mistaken impression. Who would really practice martial arts under a waterfall? If you're really interested in martial arts, you should start by practicing horse stance. Looking for guards to hire. Food and accommodation are provided. Pay excellent. Applicants must be physically fit and capable of enduring hardship and hard labor. Interested parties should come to the Secure Transport Agency for details. I want to file a complaint. I want to expose the Sword and Strongbox Secure Agent. I want to expose the Sword and Strongbox Secure Transport Agency as failing to live up to its reputation and bullying their customers. 3 months ago, I entrusted them with sending a letter, a confession filled with my love, but I still haven't received a reply. The guards must have been negligent and lost my letter. The letter you commissioned us to deliver was delivered as requested as some. The letter you commissioned us to deliver was delivered as requested some time ago. Please accept the reality of the situation. I gotta slow down on my reading some. Huh? Hired muscle and leeway also moonlights doing artistic performance gigs? What's that called again? Wushu dance. Haha, if you spot one of our people taking part, there's no need to be surprised. After all, who doesn't enjoy that kind of lively, boisterous atmosphere? How many are there? Friends, are you eager to explore the rich history of Liwei's martial arts? Do you want to experience the soul-stirring feeling of being a heroic swordsman? You're in luck, because now's your chance. Wangshan Hall, the stronghold of the Guhua clan for 1,000 years, is now open to the public, and we sincerely invite chivalrous heroes from all walks of life to come and visit. Don't miss out. You might never get another chance. Interested parties should visit the Sword and Strongbox Security Transport Agency to make arrangements. God, jeez, how many things are there? Worried that your valuable goods will be robbed by bandits on the road? Worried about being waylaid by wild beasts while traveling alone in the mountains and forests? Sword and Strongbox Security Transport Agency, stop, please. Delivering all goods safe and sound, and delivering you peace of mind. Note, any and all consequences that arise due to a failure to honestly disclose the contents of cargo will be borne in their entirety by the customer. Long have I heard of the greatness of the martial arts skill of the sword and of the Sasta guards. I too know a little something about spears and cudgels, and would like to pay a visit to consult with your guards regarding such matters. I look forward to being enlightened. Apologies, the Security Transport Agency's guards are busy with work and don't have time for friendly sparring matches. Please try again at another time. How many are there? Alas, I caused you all a lot of trouble before. If that young Gamin fellow hadn't rescued me, I'm afraid those old bones would already be part of the mountains. The wild beasts seem to be more active than usual recently. Considering your age, you should try not to go too deep into the mountains unless you really have to. I sent my apprentice to deliver the medicine you commissioned the day before yesterday. Please take care of yourselves and avoid acting impulsively to avoid these type of injuries. Thank you for taking care of us, Dr. Baiju. I'll let those rascals know. I commissioned a delivery of the new bamboo from Shinsei village a while ago. Why hasn't it arrived yet? The miasma has been a little thick recently, so there has been some delays in shipment times. Please be patient. Oh my gosh! How many things are still there? Wow. This just goes on and on. Oh. Oh, okay, it repeats. Holy shit. Ha! Training is the only way to pack more power behind that punch. Gotta keep going. Who are you? I'm one of the leaders of the Sword and Strongbox Secure Transport Agency. As it stands now, you can think of me as half an owner. Let me tell you, there used to be 3 of us leaders, and we were all very good. At our peak, we were in charge of almost half of the orders here in Yilong Wharf. After we started working with the communications office, the best leader among the 3 of us lost his drive, and just hung around all day. He used to be the kind of guy who would train under a waterfall to discipline himself. I can't for the life of me figure out what happened. Another was ambushed by bandits and took almost a full year to recover. He's no longer as good as he was, so I'm the only one left. The owner saw what happened and decided to just go hands-off on us. We'll just have to wait until the newly recruited guards for hire are ready and see if things improve. Speaking of which, Dip Yolk isn't slacking off, is he? And I wonder how Huang the Third is doing. I do spend my days just worrying about things, don't I? What are the recruiting standards for guards? Good question. You must be agile, patient, good with directions, observant, and have a quick mind. These are all necessary qualities. You need them to defeat bandits and monsters while on a job, so you can escort whatever you deliver into the destination safely. Most importantly, and many can wear this, you need to have chivalry. You must not be tempted by money. There was once a real scumbag who colluded with the bandits during a job and seized the goods. Many guards went after him as a result, handing him his sorry arse before handing him over to the Millilith. The stuff he stole, he returned, and he was forced to pay all he had as compensation, on top of spending the rest of his life in prison. Anyway, I digress. You must be chivalrous and righteous. About training about training methodologies. I'm one of the leaders of the Student Strongbox Secure Transportation Agency. As it stands now, oh wait, um, well then I guess it's just the same. Wait, I did pick the right one, right? Oh, yeah. He just repeats. Damn. Alright, hurry it up now. Goody. Huang the Third. Hold it, you two. Huh? What is it? I behold your immaculate appearance, with eyes as bright as shining stars, and know from this one glance that you nobly wander this land. Therefore, prithee tarry a while, as I make so bold to request your good name. Not bad. You've got good eyes for some old guy. Haha, your breathtaking confidence is a rarity. I have certainly not erred. What in the world are you banging on about? You too, Square the Boy. Don't let a few compliments go to your head. Anyway, Paimon at your service. He's Koi the Boy. And you are... Ah, yes. Where are my manners? Huang the Third of the Guhua clan at your service. Some people know me as the Cloud-Piercing Arrow. Cloud-Piercing Arrow? So you're a talented archer? Haha, it was just a moniker bestowed on me in my youth. Pay it no mind. So you're Huang the Third, the one they call the Cloud-Piercing Arrow. Hey. Hey! Don't tell Paimon you've heard of this guy! Don't tell Paimon you've heard of this guy! Wait a minute, did you just say Guhua clan? Oh, are you familiar with our clan's name? It rings a bell. Excellent, excellent. I thought the clan's fortunes had waned off so much that its name was now all but forgotten. I did not expect you to be so well informed. To be frank, I approached you because I am inviting select interest parties to visit Wangshan Hall, our clan stronghold, and explore history itself. If you have nowhere pressing to be, how about coming with me to see the hall? I promise you won't be disappointed. You're turning your stronghold into a tourist attraction? Well, our disciples are scattered all over Leeway, as the hall is currently deserted, but better time to invite guests. What's more, it contains treasures never before seen. Huh? Treasures? Quite so. Grandmaster Guhua secretly established 12 secret chambers within the hall upon the clown's fountain, in which he placed treasures now lost to the world. Wangshan Hall is hewn from the mountain stone itself, and its structure is complex and intricate. Over millennia, only a handful of these hidden chambers have been discovered. The locations of many others are unknown even to us disciples. I sense something special about you. Perchance, you might stumble across one of Grandmaster Guhua's chambers during your visit to this historical site. This has to be a gimmick to sucker tourists in. 12 secret chambers? For real? Scoy the Boy, you gotta see this. You know, and those secret Guhua clan treasures. Paimon. Hey, what's with that look? Aren't you tempted at all? We'll be rich if we find that forgotten treasure. Fine then. Lead the way, Paimon. Awesome! Paimon just knew that you'd be interested. Hang on, how much does it cost to tour Wangshan Hall? Cost? Haha, surely you jest. We are honorable disciples of the Guhua clan, and wish only to invite those of character to come visit. We are not brash, swindling charlatans. I'm not asking for a penny. How about it then? Would you care to proceed to Wangshan Hall to explore illustrious history? Since it's free, we might as well go take a look. Wonderful. Well, without further ado, I'll go plan a sightseeing route for you both. Please, Simply follow the map straight to Wangshan Hall. Huang the Third takes his leave.
Great! Great! Let's go soon, Squid the boy! Paimon can't wait!
Well, kind of busy doing other things right now, too. Dipyuk.
Horse stance is a killer, but I gotta hold on.
Horse stance is pure pain to maintain. Come on, legs. Hang in there. 3 more hours. Are you alright? How exhausting, but I'll grit my teeth and keep training. Just like Gamin says, 1 second on stage is the result of 10 years of off-stage training. If I don't train hard, my punches will hit like wet noodles, and I might trip over my own spear or stab myself with my sword in battle. It will be too late for regrets then. Are you one of the guards for hire here? Ah, right. Gotta be honest with you. I'm still new here at the Secure Transport Agency, and my kung fu still isn't up to snuff. I gotta practice, slowly improve myself. Oh, other than guard and transports, I'm also the drummer of the mighty mythical beasts. No worries though. Gamin's walked me through it, and I've been practicing the basics every day. If you got some time to spare, you gotta come see it. We've got nothing but 5-star reviews from everyone in town. Gladly. Now, onward to more adventure. I don't know where I'm gonna wind up, but I'll find out eventually. I'll tell you, that bulletin board was something. I think I talked to him already. What's up here? Nothing and nobody. Well, nothing here, so I guess I'll just have to continue onward.
No point pushing yourself too hard.
Oh, will you look at the time? Dear me, we should be sipping tea and having dim sum right now. You are... me? I'm just an ordinary guard for hire. If you're here for business, you can go talk to Han at the Sword and Strongbox Security Transport Agency. It's almost time for tea. What should I eat? What do you think? Wait, you don't seem to be from around here. Never mind. Golly. How can you be so relaxed? I just finished a job that took half a year, so I'm taking it easy right now. It's different these days. The communications office doesn't want to see a monopoly, and they want all secure transport agencies to have jobs. I used to get 10 or so big jobs in 6 months, but nowadays I only get about 2. The other 8 have gone to other agencies. But that's fine with me. I can still enjoy life without those 8 jobs, but some might starve if they don't get their share. When I was still a rookie, no one looked after me. I'll just think of this as a favor for the communications office and for the young ones. If I keep taking their jobs, I might feel bad when I get old, you know? Quite so. Oopsie. Wrong button again. Oh. Surprise, surprise. So then I guess I don't really have much left to explore. Ah, I thought that was a treasure chest. I think I've been pretty much everywhere except the one spot that I need to go to.
Welcome, please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality sourced directly from Chaoying Village. Right now we're offering a special discount for Lantern, right?
Oh, thank goodness for voice acting.
Look over there!
discounted tea.
Dear customers, are you looking to purchase some tea leaves? I can see from your bearing that you are no ordinary customers. My humble shop has some exquisite teas that should satisfy your more refined tastes.
We're not here for quality. We're looking for a discount.
A discount? Well, that's a coincidence. Our Sunglaw tea is on sale right now. A special festive offer.
Something about the name of that tea sounds familiar to Paimon.
What was it?
Buy 3 boxes of Sunglaw tea during the festival to
Sunglaw
get
tea.
10% off. Buy 4, get 20% off. Buy 10, but...
Buy 10 boxes, get 50% off. Huh.
That's right. 10 boxes at half price. Have you been to our shop before by any chance?
Nope.
Oh, Paimon's definitely heard this spiel before.
3, 4, 10.
Hang on. Aren't those numbers that Zabai spoke before?
10, 20, 50.
Zabai, what are you muttering about?
Those numbers, what do they
When
mean?
purchasing 3, 4, or 10 boxes, the corresponding discounts are 10, 20, and 50%.
Huh.
The intervals between the two sets of numbers are 1 and 6, and 10 and 30.
Look, her eyes turned blue. That's gotta be a first.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
If the differences between intervals remain equal, the interval after 6 should be 6 plus the difference between 6 and 1, which is 11. Similarly, after 30, the next interval should be 50. Therefore, extrapolating upward, the next two numbers in each set should be 21 and 100.
Holy shit. It's like she went full intellectual math mode.
You're making Paimon's head spin. Those numbers, what do they mean?
They mean that if we buy 21 boxes of Sunglaw tea, we should get a 100% discount!
Is that so?
100% discount? You mean we'll get them for free?
That's what she means. 100% discount usually means free.
Oh, there was a pattern to the discounts. Is that right?
The pattern we speak of is mathematics, little one. A pattern that is always right.
I don't know, I kind of like blue and yellow.
That's
eyed
amazing!
ones.
You're a shopping genius, Zabai. Oh wait, something feels off here.
Wait, Zabai, and Shovelware's like, Zabai? Wait, you're not meeting the white horse at depth as Zabai, are you?
I had no idea our shop's discounts were tied to the laws of nature. I've learned so much from you, dear customer.
No need to thank me. Now, please give us our 21 boxes of free tea.
Wait!
What's the matter?
Paimon just realized what it is that's not right.
It took you long enough.
We got the short end of the stick.
Oh, well that's lame.
Think about it. If we don't have to pay when buying 21 boxes, then if we buy even more, the vendor should be paying us money instead, right?
How does that make logic?
Huh?
Hey, Zabai, work this one out. If we buy 100 boxes, we'd make loads of money, wouldn't we?
It stands to reason.
This guy has a...
Wait a moment, dear customers. Don't you think you're haggling a little too hard?
Dude, why did you set your shop up to have discounts on the number of boxes that you buy? You're selling yourself short.
You are the one dictating the discounts. We're simply extrapolating the numerical patterns within. As such, we are hardly haggling.
Yeah, she's got a point.
You have a point. However, that's right. I'm so sorry. I just remembered. My supplier didn't come today, so we don't have any tea after all.
Uh-huh, sure.
Such a shame. Terribly sorry about this. Awful, awful luck.
Where can we find your supplier?
Well...
Not to fret. We'll save you the effort and go straight to the source ourselves.
Well, you see, dear client, The supplier's discount isn't as generous as ours. You won't be able to get the same price from them.
Huh? Does that mean they won't pay us for taking their tea?
They might not even offer you a 100% discount.
Well, that's lame.
How very unfortunate. Nevertheless, as the original supplier, they must offer some sort of discount.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're just gypping us.
Besides, we're not looking to make money. We just want a good deal.
Well, that's great. My suppliers are all tea farmers from Chaoying Village. You can go ask around the village, but please don't say I sent you.
Do not worry, we appreciate your generosity. Referring customers to your business partners, even choosing to remain anonymous, the demeanor of a true gentleman indeed. Your business will surely prosper.
I hope you're right.
Then let us head to Chaoying Village. Do you know the way, my guides?
Of course, we've explored all this
Of
world.
course! Just follow us!
What otherworldly beings were those? Thank the heavens I managed to send them on their way.
Wait, if your suppliers didn't send you anything, then how are you here selling tea in the first place? Yeah.
I should hurry home and pray to the White Horse Adeptus. May she bless me such that I never encounter such customers again.
Little does he know that he was talking to the White Horse Adeptus. Let's see. Where's this at? Right outside, huh? Well, I can get back to that in a little while. Wait a minute, have I even been to Chaoying Village? Oh, yeah. I'll just go ahead and teleport there, and I'll get back to the other quest later on. But in the meanwhile, thank you everybody so much for watching. I'm leaving this episode here. And if you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe to see more in the future. I'm gonna go give my voice a break, because I've been playing for like a little while now. I'll catch you all later.
Yeah, rest your voice up, because Paimon needs your voice to speak.
Yeah, duly noted.